Hey, what's up, Jaycationers? Jaydaheat is here, all the way from Barcelona, Spain. Now, for those of you that don't know me, I used to live here in Barcelona from the years 2016 to 2018, teaching English. And I actually had started launching my YouTube channel here. Travel content, travel recommendations, tips, places to eat, things to do, things to see. And I actually became that guy that people come to for recommendations around Barcelona and things they should do in and around this beautiful city in Catalonia. Now the question is, how is Spain like during this crisis? Is there panic on the streets? Is there mass people still walking around the roads? What's going on with the markets? What's open? What's closed? Is there curfew? Is there some sort of lockdown? That's all the stuff I'm gonna answer in this video. It is my 8th day here in Barcelona. Now, I have been in Europe for the past almost 4 weeks. It's almost been a month. I started off here in Barcelona just for a quick one-night layover. Things were still not bad with the crisis. Everything here was just perfectly fine. I still met my friends over at the bar, still watched FC Barcelona on TV. So at that time, I had flown from Barcelona to Budapest. I was working for American Football Without Barriers. I'm sure if you guys have watched my channel before, you've seen videos in Germany and Austria and Portugal. This is my 3rd year working with American Football Without Barriers. I am their online host. So we bring National Football League players overseas to teach the right ways to play the game and to play American football, and try to give these countries that don't usually have the access to professional football players an opportunity to learn how to play the game the right way and how the professionals really do it. In Budapest, everything was great. Everything was good. We had a huge event. Hundreds and hundreds of people showed up to the camps. We had 4 sessions throughout the weekend. And we were all on a bus, me, 17 NFL football players, 3 retired players, and the rest of our staff. We were able to go to different places like Eger, Hungary. You'll see these videos once it's a little more responsible to show you guys travel videos. Right now I don't feel like it's responsible to show travel videos, but I do want to tell you guys my story and what's been going on for the last month. So over in Budapest, everything was good. You know, I still wasn't wearing any masks or anything. Of course, I had hand sanitizer and I was using that all the time to wipe my hands. There's my Ate Gigi. She's here hanging out. She just got home from work here in Spain. After AFWB camp, I went to Romania. I was only supposed to be in Romania for 4 days. And then after that, I was supposed to go to the travel bloggers conference in Sicily. Well, obviously you guys know what the crisis is over in that area of the world, and I was not able to fly over to Sicily, to Catania, because of what's going on right now in this world. I ended up going to Romania. It was originally supposed to be 4 nights. I went to Cluj-Napoca, I went to Oradea, which is in Transylvania, and then I was supposed to leave through Timișoara, but instead of leaving through Timișoara, I took the train over to this town called Sibiu, which is a beautiful town near the Carpathian Mountains, and I stayed there for 4 nights, and it only cost me €80, brand new Airbnb, and that's kind of where I isolated myself and kept myself in self-isolation for the time being, and this is when the crisis started escalating. From Bucharest, I flew back to Barcelona because obviously Barcelona is my safety net. It's my second home, and it's the place where I need to be. I arrived in Barcelona on March 12th. This is when the crisis was really starting to escalate here in Barcelona. The airport was really empty. My bags were already at the baggage claim. I grabbed my bags. I still was able to access the Aerobus, which is the public bus that will take you to the center of the city. The Aerobus has adjusted its drop-off points during this crisis, so you can only take the Aerobus from Plaza Catalunya to the airport, and from the airport to Plaza Catalunya. It won't stop in other places like Plaza España, Urgell. It won't stop in Universitat, where it usually does because of what's going on with the crisis. I downloaded this app, and it used to be My Taxi. My Taxi was kind of like the Uber slash Lyft of Barcelona. What I used to hail a taxi via my phone, and that's what I use to get from the drop off of my aerobus to my Airbnb. I stayed at an Airbnb for 3 days before I moved back to my former apartment with my older roommates that I used to live with. Now, those 3 days in isolation in Barcelona in the Airbnb, they were great. I was by myself. I was originally supposed to be here with my friend Brett Hundley, who you'll see I interviewed during the AFWB camp. Me and Brett had a lot of things planned. We were planning on going to Montserrat, doing a cooking lesson, but none of that panned out. He actually decided to go back home to the United States. And for the last week, I've just been hanging out here in the living room. I've been sleeping on the couch that turns into a bed, watching a lot of YouTube videos, being on social media. I'm telling you, doing all this social media and watching all these YouTube videos kind of makes you go crazy. It's really not that healthy. So, I'll try to stand up and stretch and do stuff and make food, talk to my old roommates, catch up with them. So you may be asking, what can you do in Barcelona? Everything in Barcelona, like restaurants and stores, they're all closed. They closed down on March 14th, I believe. Because March 13th, I still was able to go downstairs from my Airbnb, have a coffee, have an omelet, and still just kind of enjoy the cafe life here in Barcelona. The next day, everything started shutting down. The restaurants now are closed. I think you can still order via food service from some restaurants. They have Glovo. It's kind of like the Uber Eats of Barcelona. And Glovo, I see a lot of bikers with their Glovo backpacks on. All the landmarks are obviously closed. Spain right now is on lockdown. It's on self-isolation. You cannot leave the house unless you're getting something essential. So unless you're going to the market, the pharmacy, or you have to go to the hospital for some reason, or even go to the bank to withdraw some money, those are the only reasons why you should be leaving the house. Today I've even noticed, this Friday, the 20th of March, I've noticed a lot of cops driving around, and they're supposed to cite people that are out having no business of getting groceries or going to the pharmacy. And you can't congregate with 2 or more people. You have to be by yourself, and 1 per household can only leave the house to grab the essentials that they need in order to survive this crisis. Barcelona is crazy. There's 11 days that I've been here. All that I've seen are the grocery stores. I haven't even walked into a pharmacy, thank God. The markets that are open here are places called like Bon Preux, Consum, Condis, Lidl. A few of the Pakistani convenience stores are also open. Another thing I wanted to add was that the markets itself are actually not that bad right now. People are lining up, 5 feet apart from each other, 5-6 feet apart, social distancing. But going into the markets like Consum, it's really not that bad. The shelves don't look as bad as other places in the world. Now, the toilet paper thing, that might be a little different story. I think that's also happening here, unfortunately. As for panic buying and all the shelves being emptied, I only saw the panic buying happen around Friday of last week when I got here. After that, like over the last few days when I've gone to the market, it's not as bad. So those are the only things that are open here in Barcelona, and you do still have to practice social distancing. Also wash your hands as much as you can. And that's what's going on here in Barcelona. There's no Sagrada Familia visits. You can't go to Park Güell. You can't go to Bancos del Carmel and enjoy a beer up there, or you're going to be cited a minimum of 600 euro. You have to have a reason. If you're out of the house and you're going to work, you have to have papers to show that you're working. They're really starting to isolate themselves, just like other countries are that have been hit hard with this crisis. As an American, I was told that the government has recommended that I go home, and I have booked a flight for tomorrow, and knock on wood, the only way that I can go back home is from Barcelona to London, and then from London I can fly straight to Los Angeles. So that's exactly what I'm doing, because my flight, I was originally supposed to stay in Barcelona 3.5+ weeks. I was supposed to be here until April 8th. I was gonna do a whole series about the different districts here in Barcelona. I was gonna talk about top 5 Catalan foods. I was gonna update my top 5 Spanish foods, which is the most popular video in my channel. I was gonna do a new version of it. That's not gonna happen because all the restaurants are closed. You can't go out and do anything. So all I've been doing is filming a little bit here and there. And you probably see some B-roll on this video right now of the streets and the things that I've been doing since I've been here. Every night at 8 o'clock, Spain, Catalonia, they show solidarity. Everybody goes to their windows, to their balconies and starts clapping. And it kind of gives you, even if it's just for a couple minutes, some sort of hope, feeling of being united with people and that we're all in this together. You'll see it. I've filmed it, so let me show you a little clip right here. Bravo! And then for the last couple nights, people have been banging pots and pans an hour later around 9 o'clock at night. It's been sunny days the last couple days here in Barcelona. No smog in the air. A lot less cars on the streets. Now you want to ask, is there panic going on in the streets here in Barcelona? I wouldn't say so. There's a lot less people walking around, I'll tell you that. There's still more people than I'd like to see walking around. 70% of the people wear masks and gloves. A lot of people walking their dogs. That's a good excuse, I guess, to get out the house. Everything else, shopping, shut down, landmarks, tours. My friends that have tours, tour companies, they have no business. Everything, all their customers canceled on them. I'm hearing from my roommates that the hostels that they work at are being canceled. They don't have any people staying there. A city that has been suffering from over-tourism is now suffering from no tourism. I don't even know if you could say suffering. Unfortunately, this country is suffering from a higher rate than other countries with what's going on in this crisis. It's just something that needs to be taken care of with isolation and staying at home. Now, I've been staying at home as much as I can. I only went out to the market to get food, but I'll wear my mask and I'll take all the precautions. But now I have to leave. I have to go back to where I'm from in San Diego, California. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to catch that flight from Barcelona to London, and then London back to LA, and then I rent a car from LA to San Diego, and hopefully I get home. From the time I get home to San Diego, I'm gonna self-isolate myself for 14 days just to be safe and be mindful of my little bro and my parents and everybody else that's around me in my life. So I'll be in my room self-isolated for 14 days, and I'll do my best to stay away, and hopefully I'm fine. You never know. You gotta take the precautions, guys, and stay at home. Right now, I'm in my second home. I'm in a place where I'm comfortable, spending time with my goddaughter, so it's really good. If you guys want to watch more videos in the future about travel, eventually I'll start posting it when it's more respectable time to show you guys these videos. But if you want to see more past videos of how Barcelona is when the crisis is not going on, subscribe to my channel. Like this video if you did, and please, I hope you guys stay safe. If you have any stories or any questions about what's going on here in Spain, what's it like being an American overseas during this crisis, please let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope to keep having some sort of talk videos like this with you guys and not totally shut this channel down during this crisis. So hopefully you guys like this video. Please like, comment, subscribe. See you next time, and be safe out there. Wash your hands, sanitize, and stay at home.